You guys knew there was no way I wasn't picking up items from Louis Vuitton's new beauty collection. Here they are. Let's unbox them. I am, of course, a huge Louis Vuitton fan and collector. I'm also a lover of cosmetics and beauty products. So as soon as they announced this collection, I was pumped. Then, of course, we heard the prices, but I have to be honest, I have so many thoughts and things I want to share about the marketing and branding strategy behind this release. And honestly, my thoughts might be a little different from many of the negative opinions that we've been hearing out there. From a business perspective, I think that Louis Vuitton has done a fabulous job with this release. And I have, again, so much to say about it, but you guys know I love to yap. So I'm gonna have to do that in a separate video, because in this video, I wanna open the product, try it on, experience it, and then we will talk about my thoughts about the marketing and business strategy in a separate video. Let's open the product, let's check it out, and then we are going to chat more all about it. All right, so I have these 2 boxes here. You'll have to wait and see what I got. I do want to say, I don't talk that much about makeup on my channel, but I have definitely gone through phases of being makeup obsessed, buying way too much makeup, especially when I was younger and I worked at a luxury department store. We got 30% off, and then like 2 to 4 times a year we would get 30/30, which ended up being like 50% off. And I have bought a ton of luxury makeup in my life, wasted a ton of money. And then I got into like the whole beauty YouTuber thing. I actually started watching beauty YouTubers before I ever even knew that people were talking about handbags on YouTube. And I used to spend, again, way too much money on cosmetics. As I would say the last 6 years since I entered my 30s, I have made huge adjustments into buying less and trying to use it all the way through before I rebuy, etc. And I try to be super conscious of it, but of course I get sucked in every once in a while. And as a Louis Vuitton lover, collector, again, there was no way that I wasn't going to buy this, but especially because Pat McGrath was named the creative director of, and I absolutely love Pat McGrath. I love her makeup line. I mentioned before that Pat McGrath did the makeup for every single one of Marc Jacobs runway shows except for the first one. And I believe she still continues to do the makeup for Nicolas Ghesquière, sorry for butchering his name, for all of his shows as well. So she has worked closely with the brand literally since the 90s. When she released her own makeup line, I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. I think she makes the best lip glosses. I bought the Marc Jacobs Pat McGrath collaboration lip gloss. I have the Supreme Pat McGrath collaboration lip gloss. So of course, when they named her creative director, I was like, they got this in the bag. They know exactly what they are doing. And again, I will definitely be buying some things to test it out. But I am conscious of not overbuying. I only want to buy things that I actually want to use. So let's get this open. Let's look at the packaging, and then we will talk about it more, because I'm just dying to see what these things look like in person. And I've got some beautiful golden hour light coming in here, but I believe that the sun is setting, so it is going to continue to go down. So I hope the lighting doesn't change too much. We might have to adjust. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. And I know so many people are going to be unboxing this makeup, so you're definitely going to see a lot of the same packaging. Here's one bag. All right, receipt, nothing special in there. Let's do the other box so I can get these out of the way. The labels were covering the edge, which you know I appreciate. Receipt. And again, same packaging experience. Okay, I've got 2 bags here. What do you guys think I got? I've done all my base makeup and I am prepped for us to do a little makeup together. So, okay, what is in here? What is this? Oh, I know what these are. Okay, I've got 3 little envelopes, little box here. Ooh, 1, 2. Don't worry, we will look at this in detail. Oh, I got nervous. 3. And there is all this like weird shredded stuffing in here. Ooh, the perfectly folded tissue paper. I actually love the way that's folded. That's good for a pocket. Okay, are these bags new? Because I don't think I've seen this little bag like this with the ribbon on top like this before. Let me know if that's new. So you've got the ribbon on the top and then you've got the flowers there. Again, we've got the same stuffing here. Another one of these, this, and this. Holy heavy, holy cow. This is weighty. Oh my God, you guys, I can't wait to open this. And I'm a freak. I'm gonna save this piece of folded paper because I want to put it in my pockets to prevent them from sticking. Yeah, I'm a freak. Here we go. Guys, as you can tell, I got 3 lippies and 1 eyeshadow. I can't wait to see these colors. Okay, ready? What should we open first? All right, so I believe these are ARFID tags on there. We've got Rouge Louis Vuitton, Rouge Louis Vuitton. Some ingredients on the back here. There you go. There's this side and this side. They both have the 4-leaf flower. Okay, let's open one. I'm gonna have to save all this packaging as this is the very first Louis Vuitton makeup line ever. I'm gonna have to keep this. Okay. Look at the beautiful monogram embossed cardboard. Completely unnecessary, but luxurious. A gold interior. Okay, wow, interesting. The beautiful black lipstick, and it is perfectly pointed with the LV at the front. We'll have to see if, oh my God, I almost dropped it. Why do I always do that? Okay, we'll have to see if the other one is. Look at this packaging. Flower on the interior there. I mean, come on. This is over the top. Now, here is the beautiful, wow, I'm like a real beauty influencer with my hand up like this now. You've got all 3 flower symbols from the monogram, as well as the LV and the black packaging, which oh, and there's the window on the top. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. That is fabulous. That is really nice. Ooh, this is the, wow, you guys. That is so beautiful. Wow, they really got it to look like velvet. You guys remember the hairy lipstick gate? Imagine. Okay, I have to admit, I was underwhelmed by the basic black packaging when I saw it in the pictures, the advertising, etc. I was like, really? Like, I don't know. You know, we could have gotten... So if you saw the brush set with the monogram all down the handle, I feel like they could have done gold with all the monogram. I was just like, black with gold, that's kind of plain, right? But I have to say, feeling the component in my hand, the weight, the actual brass metal like component, this is very nice. And I do have a reason why I think they went with the simple black container, which I will share, but I love that they did the window on the top where you can see the color, and then no cheap ass sticker on the bottom of the lipstick. You guys did not actually think that Louis Vuitton was gonna put a cheap ass sticker on the bottom of their lipstick, did you? Who does that? That's so gross.
And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please.
I'm kidding. And if you can't take a joke, this isn't the channel for you. I'm obviously being sarcastic. Let me open the other ones and then we will swatch it. All right. So this is the other one. Of course, it is the same box, same exact experience. Oh, LV is not pointing forward, so that was not a QC feature. I just got lucky. And then this one, I got one of the satin colors. Ooh, this looks like one of my colors, that's for sure. The sun is starting to really go down, so my lighting is changing. We're gonna keep going here. All right. Then I got one of the Les Baume. Let's try this one. This is, okay, same exact packaging. And this one is the ivory container. Does this have a little bit of iridescence? Huh, kind of, okay. You got the same window, no sticker on the bottom, and a nice, you can see there. I'll put the names of the colors up on the screen because I don't have it handy, and since they don't have a sticker. In the Balm, I got the 060 Sunset Hour. In the matte, I got the Nude Nécessaire, which is 105. In the satin, I got Passport to Paris. I love a pinky nude, so that is what I picked out. Okay guys, sorry, I had to adjust my lighting a little bit. I was interested in other colors, and I really wanted to order a refill because I want to see what the component looks like when you order it on its own. But these are expensive lipsticks, so I really wanted to see them in person before I committed to an additional color. So I started with one of each so I could try them, and we are going to test them. I also I love a Balm, just like a quick touch of color. I definitely wanted to have one black and one ivory. And then I wanted to get an eyeshadow. So let's open up the eyeshadow. Oh, that's the second time that I almost dropped this. All right, LV Ombres. These cosmetics have a 6-month shelf life, apparently. Okay, I hope that picks up the monogram on the box. Let's open this up. Wow, okay, that is pretty nice. There is the inside again with the gold. The packaging is top tier. Wow, okay, this is so heavy. It fits perfectly in your hand. You've got the matte black with the shiny embossed monogram and then the gold LV. There is the back of the component, Louis Vuitton Paris. And again, no indication of coloring, no stickers on the packaging. Super elevated in my opinion. Let's open it. Wow. Oh my God, I'm excited to try these. You've got the compact. You're gonna see the reflection potentially. Thank God they put a mirror in it. I can't stand a cheap eyeshadow palette without a mirror. You've got the plastic protecting the color there. Pop that off. Oh my God, I think I nicked one of the colors. Oh, these look like colors I would wear. So this is the 150 Beige Memento. And these look like colors I would definitely wear. I cannot wait to try these. The eyeshadow palette magnetizes clothes as well. Wow, okay, and then it's got this button on the back. I'm scared that you can push, I think, to open. I'm gonna use my knuckle because my nails are so long. Hold on, can I do this? Oh no, wait, shit. Oh, okay, it's not a button, it's like a switch. So you pull it down really easily like that, and then it pops right open, and that is how you can change the shades to the refillable shades. This, you're getting a full-on metal component here. It is not a plastic. There is literally no comparison of this plastic component versus this metal component. This is an object. This is an art object. This is just a container. This was designed by renowned industrial designer Konstantin Gurchich, which I'm sorry, I know I'm probably butchering that because I butcher all pronunciation, forgive me. But this is a special refillable component, and let's see if we can figure out how to take it out. Oh, it's easy, you just pull it out. Okay, so when it's not in the component, you can't twist it. You can't use it. It has to have the component in order to use it, which is why you need at least one of them. This is so easy to use because you've got this piece here that locks into the flower on the bottom there. And once you get it in there, it's that simple, not complicated at all to change it. And because the component has the window at the top, you don't need the sticker to tell you what color it is, or you can obviously just open it and check. I'm dying to see how the refills come packaged because I'm pretty sure they come packaged like this with a tiny little clear cap on top. And again, because you can't use it without the component. Oh, and there you can see can you see? That's where it says the name. and like the style number information, all engraved. Again, there's no stickers on any of these products. A lot of thought went into this, and yes, it's an astronomical price, and that is unfortunately because it's not for everyone. It is ridiculous. I totally get that, but my plan is to never buy another component. I now will only buy the refills. I have 2 of these cases and I have one of the Balm cases, so I got the colors, right? But there is no need to buy any more of these. I can buy all the colors I want for $69 and change them in and out. I do not need a million of these weighty lipsticks. I don't have room for them. And I don't even need that many lipsticks, period. But you only need one component and then you can buy all the refills you want. And it's designed for that reason. That is why there is no sticker on it with the color name, etc. They're not requiring you to buy the component with every lipstick. In fact, they're making it easy for you. And the refillable strategy is exactly the same as what they did for their perfume. The way that bottle is designed with the ability to refill it, they want to create an experience, a reason for you to come back in the store, an elevated packaging experience. I will get into it in another video, but the reason why I think this is so plain, and again, I was not impressed with like the visual of this. Plain black, plain ivory when I first saw it. There's nothing special about it. But you know what doing this leaves them open to now in the future? They now can make limited edition cases for every new collection that comes out, just like they do with the perfume bottles. They can make a special metal monogram version. They can make it with the, you know, whatever the color palette is of the season. So you might now want to collect the new component with every new collection, but you can move your color from within them. And I guarantee you that we will now start seeing exclusive components with upcoming collections, especially special editions, etc. So I'm excited to stay tuned for that. And the exact same thing for this. I can see them changing. This is like a simple piece that they can change out, elevate, modify for collections. So you can buy then the new seasonal component or whatever special color one that you might like. It is my belief that they designed it kind of simple with this black again, so that they can iterate on it in the future. And I'm very interested to see where they take that. Again, it was just very thoughtful, okay? When Louis Vuitton launches a new category, it is innovative, it is thoughtful, it is intentional. And as much as we want to hate on it, etc., the press helped them. It did not hurt them, that's for sure. Same thing with their perfumes, guys. This wasn't made to be a duty-free makeup brand. In my opinion, it will never be sold in Sephora or other stores, and that is on purpose, and that is how it should be. That is what Hermes should have done, in my opinion. This, you can only buy this in Louis Vuitton stores, making it exclusive. Again, you'll never see it in a duty-free shop. I mean, fingers crossed. I do think that's the right idea. Here I go. I'm rambling because of course I can't shut the F up. But is this still an entry price point for the brand? Yes. Is this still something that somebody can come in and buy that can't afford the bag? Yes. But it doesn't need to be $50 for it to be successful. And they will be successful with this, whether like it or not. So then each of the components also came with these in their own little envelopes. And this is the little pouch, and it says Louis Vuitton. And again, they did not skimp out on this. Like, this is very thick, very intense. Does this even fit in here? Yes, you might have to squeeze it in there. Yeah, it really holds it tight. And you can see it's got the flower there. It's got the Louis Vuitton branding there. All the lipstick ones look the same. And then here is the one for the eyeshadow palette. Oh, wait. The eyeshadow has the brushes. There you go. You get 2 brushes. I do want to talk about the accessories too, because they were so cute. So you've got this brush. And they have little pockets, so they slide down the side of the little pockets there. And then you've got this brush. Wow. They did a good job, you guys. I'm sorry but they did. I'm scared I'm gonna drop something because clearly I don't have a good track record. All right, can I do my makeup right here? I wanna look in my vanity, but like I don't have room and I don't have a tripod for my vanity. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it right here with the compact mirror. I guess we can pretend like this is real life. All right, can I get this out of here with my long nails? God, it might be stuck forever. Ah! Oops. God, I'm gonna destroy this before I even use it. I don't think I'll be using those black velvet things. I would just throw this in my bag. Let's start with swatching the lippies. Oh my God, it's so perfect. I don't even want to ruin it. All right, first swatch. Ooh, that looks like my kind of color. I'm a regular person too, so do not expect anything. Oh my God, this looks like my color. I think I chose correctly here. It's very hard to decide what to buy when you're looking on the internet, and they sent every influencer the same colors, so it was also hard to decide based on what they got. Okay, that was the Passport to Paris. Now I'm going to do the Nude Nécessaire. Oh my God, this beautiful matte component. I'm gonna ruin it. Okay, ready? Do it right there. Okay, this one feels thicker than the other one. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, it looks like to me the matte version of the Passport to Paris. Wow. I really feel like these are both my colors. And then for a balm, I love to go with a corally orange. So that is there. I'm gonna put it right there. All right, let's see. Okay, there's a little payoff there, actually. I'm a little surprised. I love to use these balms on vacation, so I love that. All right, we are gonna start with this because I hate when people test makeup on camera and then they rub their lips off and it feels like you're not getting the full true color because their lips are all irritated. So I'm gonna do my best to combat that. Let me get my little compact here. And also people that say, I've seen a couple TikToks of people being like, you're only buying this if you want to flaunt it in front of other people, etc. I don't know about you, but I never put makeup on in public in front of other people. This is so very much for you and your own personal feelings and your own personal joy, because nobody will ever know that you are wearing this or that you have this. Maybe you will use this compact in person, but again, I don't do this in front of people. Like, I look ugly. It's a whole thing. I'm in the bathroom and I'm doing it in private. So I think that that's an interesting statement. Maybe you don't do makeup that much, but I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. Do you put on makeup in front of people in public? Because I do not. All right, Sunset Hour lip balm. Here we go. First time, first impressions. I'm so excited. Ooh, this is my kind of coral. All right, we got a little bit of color there. Oh, I got that mint scent. So it is buildable. If you want more color, you can definitely add. This is definitely a color that I would wear. So it's got that minty scent. If you don't like the scent of mint, you probably will not like this. I do not mind it. What do you guys think? I am interested in seeing the other balms in person. I was interested in that like baby pink, almost glittery one, which I think they did send to a lot of the influencers. That one looks like another color I would wear, but like I love corals, nudie corals. Maybe I'll do like a full wear test video so that I can share what it looks like throughout the day. But for right now, I really just wanted to test it. Okay, so it says that it has hydrating for 48 hours. Honestly, I never believe these balms. Chanel balm, Hermes balm, I own them all. I love good old chapstick. So this is really like if you really want a little bit of color, etc. But I'm gonna have to test it out and see if it gives me as much hydration as I just like in chapstick, because I am a chapstick freak. I hate the feeling of matte, unmoisturized lips, which is why I cannot wait to try the matte lipstick. Let's try the other lipsticks. Okay, I just went and looked in the mirror to remove that color, and that color is perfect for me. I could totally see that being an everyday wear for me. It's like an orangey nude, peachy nude, which I love, with like a little bit of a tan. Very beautiful. I'm definitely gonna try that out for like a full day wear test because I'm super curious. I cleaned off my lips with micellar water, did a little water rinse, and then I put a little bit of Aquaphor on to give it that base, because that is how I prep my lips for any other application. And then I'm going to use my favorite Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. Again, this is like the shade that I wear, so that's the type of lipstick that I buy because this is my favorite lip liner. So which one do I want to try first? All right, let's do the matte because my lips are already irritated from putting on washing off, so I know they're going to continue to get more irritated. These look the same through the whole, so I would not be able to tell the difference of them without opening them. All right, here's the matte. And I hate matte lipsticks. I know sometimes you need them for the look. So I actually do not like matte lipsticks. I just don't normally wear them, but there is a time and a place definitely for them, which is why I would probably only buy one, and this is probably the one. This is a classic nude. I mean, I like this. This is a color that I would wear. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And I'm sorry if I'm looking at the viewfinder, but like I'm far away from my mirror, so it's hard for me to fully see until I go look in the big mirror. But yeah, this is definitely a color that I would wear. Let's take this off. All right, let's do round 2. I just did a little bit of Aquaphor, going in with Pillow Talk one more time, and then Passport to Paris. This was the one that I was like, this, I know this is my color, so I'm hopeful to try this. Yeah. I love a pinky nude. Yeah, this color reminds me very much of Pillow Talk. I definitely like satin more than matte, but that's just in general. I like satin more than matte. Like I said, I could see myself buying more balms and satins. Interesting. This doesn't have as strong of a scent. The mint, I definitely got more. This definitely has a bit of a floral scent. It's not terrible, and it's also not strong, but if you don't like perfume, you might not like it. Let me clean my hand off. I'm gonna leave this on because I think this is what I would wear with the eyeshadow, and then I'm gonna swatch the shadows. So for eyeshadow, guys, I'm very simple. I wear like the same 4 colors. I either wear a dark brown all over my eye, like a brown metallic. I always do a brightener in the corner, or I do like a fun little metallic like copper or rose gold, or one of like the Pat McGrath reflective colors, but in that like copper rose gold sort of vibe, which is why this was the perfect colorway, I think, for me. But there are several other ones that I'm interested in, and I want to potentially buy more, but I want to try them in person first. And what I was thinking is I could buy a magnetic palette, which they just sell, you know, on Amazon, whatever, and you could pop these out and make your own. I love the idea of only carrying 4 because I usually only wear 2 colors. One and then one in the corner, especially if I were carrying it around to redo it on the run. But I could see if you like colors from other palettes, you can pop these out and sort of make your own. And then I would just, again, I would only buy 1 compact, and I would store the extra colors in like a magnetic palette of some sort, or you can use sticky to stick them down. That is like, you could roll off. So let's put this to the test. All right. I'm going to start with the bright color because that is what I'm most excited about. Put my finger in there. Okay, very light. I'm not experienced here. I'm gonna push harder. That is second swipe. There you go. And my lighting sucks. All right, now I'm gonna use my middle finger. I'm gonna do this gold color. I'm gonna swipe it there. There you go. All right, I would say like that's not like crazy payoff. You're definitely gonna probably be layering this. This color I think is perfect for in my crease. I love a slightly shaded nude for the crease, and this looks like the one that I typically use. Very light, very neutral skin tone. It's almost like a primer. So I do love that idea. And then I'm gonna use my pinky on the dark one. The question is whether this is the type of brown I would wear or whether I would do the gold. I'm gonna do it right there. Let's see. Ooh, that is, yep. I was worried this would be too dark, but because it's more buildable, that looks like a brown that I would wear on my full eyelid. All right, I feel like the light is kind of killing the swatch here and also probably my face because it likes to focus on my eyes. Let me take this off my fingers. And I'm not gonna use the brushes because I don't use little brushes like that. I loved all of the accessories, guys, the little SLGs. Let me look for some clean brushes while I talk. I love the accessories. I think the price of the little mini trunk was absolutely insane. I can't believe how expensive that was. $3,000. I was actually considering that. If I thought it would be like, you know, $900. I don't know who I was kidding, but $3,000 is freaking crazy. I will tell you there are two accessories that I want to get that were sold out. I was not able to get them. I'm interested in the blotting paper. I get oily, but I'm also like heavy in the prep in skincare. I actually don't mind the shine. A lot of people don't like it, but my shine is more because of my prep and my skincare, but still I do want to get the blotting papers and I love the little book. I just think that that's adorable, especially just because I'm such a big like Louis Vuitton fan. I think that's a cute little accessory for me to have. And then I am a brush addict. You guys, when I tell you I have so many freaking brushes, I can't even explain how many brushes I have, and I'm very easily influenced to buy brushes. So when I saw that, and I hate to say that I thought the price was actually reasonable. I saw that you can buy them separately. Both were sold out, but I kind of want all 5. So I'm kind of leaning towards that brush set if I can get my hands on it. It's sold out right now, but I saw someone using them and they looked weighty. Like they looked weighty in the hand. So I want to check those out. If I can see them in person, great. All right, I'm going to do this in the compact. I'm going to just do my best here. I'm starting with this shade because this is something that I would wear in my corner. I got a, you know, clean white brush here. Oh, I got a little creasing here. Hold on. I'm going to put it in the crease here. Yeah, this is the perfect crease shade. This is exactly what I use in my crease to like blend out. I always prep with a sort of slightly above skin tone color here when I have the time. See, I don't do my makeup like this with a compact either, which is another reason why, again, I would never be doing this in front of another person, being like, oh, look at my compact. I mean, I might be like checking my makeup, I guess, but the thought of me like doing my makeup in front of people in a public area, I just would feel like everybody's looking at me, and I don't like that. All right, this is how a degular person does makeup, okay? I hope the lighting is not absolutely ruining this. I'm torn because I don't, like I said, normally I might do this entire dark color all over my eye, and then I might do something like this over my eye or in the middle, etc. But I love a one color look, and I can't decide because I want to use all these and show you them what I should do. I'm also thinking about using my finger. All right, I'm gonna use my finger and I'm going to apply this brown color. No, I need a brush. Can't tell if this is too dark or not. Okay, I'm going to apply this with a brush now because I want to get it closer to my lash line. All right, honestly, I'm gonna do one color on one eye and one color on the other eye just so I can show you guys. So I'm gonna do the full lid with this. All right, it's a little dark for every day for full lid. This I would probably do this in the crease, in the corner, sorry. All right, and let me blend with the brush that I was just using to blend. All right, so it's not very metallic. It has like a slight shimmer, and I feel like you definitely need to build it. This is not a miracle eyeshadow or anything like that, in my opinion. All right, and then I'm gonna pull this down here, and I pull it up like that. I'm gonna put it on my waterline. That's pretty nice. This might be a little darker than I would do for every day, but again, I'm gonna have to go look in a different mirror. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this brush and I'm gonna do the gold on the other eye. I am curious too how this is gonna wear. Okay, I'm gonna see if this is more of my everyday look. Okay. I need something in between these two because this, well, this might be okay, but this is very gold. I like a metallic brown. Gold is fine, but I do like a brown because I have brown eyes. This is not a miracle shadow. Like I said, this is taking a decent amount of product in my opinion. Let me blend. This is also hard because I'm just doing it in a compact, and again, I would never do this. I need the full freaking vanity to put my makeup on. Okay, so that is what that color versus that color, and let me put this, drag this down too. This is something that I would wear every day. A little lighter, just a slight like brown, smoky, again because I have brown eyes. Now let's do the inner corner because that's my favorite part. These aren't my like normal brushes. Again, I'm just trying to find clean brushes here so that it doesn't impact the color. All right, ready? Inner corner. Yeah, this is a nice inner corner. It is not too bright. Just enough shine, but not like that crazy inner corner days shine. Ooh. Okay, I like this. My concealer brush. Blend that out. That is pretty. This is not the normal brush I would use, so it's not as much the product as I feel like it's the brush, FYI. And my camera's gonna die soon. All right, there you go. I would definitely play around with combining all four of these colors, but I wanted to show you guys the difference between the two. This does look pretty impactful, I will say. This color, they're all great. I love this. This could be an everyday palette for me, meaning like I don't have to pull anything else out. I can just use this. I'm curious to swatch the other ones in store. I love, these two are perfect. I feel like I need something in between these two. These both like serve a purpose, but for my everyday brown, I feel like I'm looking for something just in between those, but I'm obsessed with these. And again, this is not miracle eyeshadow. It's just eyeshadow. So is it worth $92? Again, I don't, drugstore makeup is completely fine. So of course you don't need it. It's up to you. Now I look a little crazy. Okay, I also have to show you in these little boxes, I got some more little lipsticks to try, and I will try those out, I think, in maybe another video, because Sensual Wave, The Great Escape, and Monogram Rouge, actually I did want to try that one. I want to give my lips a little break. Hey, lipstick is still going strong. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments, and we are going to talk nitty gritty, more details about the business, the marketing, how I really feel about the $160 price tag, etc. in my next video. I just really needed to get these open and to swatch them and to show you. I'm very impressed by the packaging. I think the product is great for something. I know they completely developed R&D in-house. I love Pat McGrath. I love Louis Vuitton. This is by no means a fail. I think they did a great job. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, what you picked up, what colors you think I should try or that you think might look good on me, or if you saw the other eyeshadow palettes. Is the perfect brown out there? I need to get to a store that carries it. My store does not have it in my state, but I want to swatch everything in person, and I think I will definitely be buying some more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.